If you're worried about killer bees or murder hornets, this is really going to freak you out. Good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Never good when a headline sounds like the opening scene of a Marvel movie, right? The Department of Energy announced that radioactive wasps were recently found outside of a nuclear facility in South Carolina. Radioactive wasps. Think about that. The Savannah River Site facility just across the border from Augusta, Georgia. The U.S. military made plutonium there during the Cold War, and that's where this was found. Officials found a wasp nest there July 3rd. Tests showed that the whole nest, the entire nest, was radioactive. But they say, don't worry, it was just a moderate amount of legacy radiation from an old nuclear plant, and it doesn't mean there's a leak. Well, yeah, because that's what I was worried about, the possibility of a leak there and not, hornets or wasps that were radioactive. The nuke tests at 100,000 DPMs. That's disintegrations per minute. And it's considered moderately high. Nowhere near Chernobyl levels, anything like that. They put out a statement saying they sprayed the nest and treated it as a nuclear waste. Oh, good. Whew. According to a local paper, no actual wasps were found in the nest, which is good news. Maybe? Or does it mean they've got like a whole nest of mutant wasps just flying around out there? So either these bugs pack their bags and move to Florida, or we got a swarm of mutant radioactive wasps flying around out there plotting to kill somebody, sting somebody into the next dimension. I'm picturing these things like 6 feet long, glowing red eyes, buzzing around. We're the Avengers of insects now. I just want one government report that doesn't sound like it's hiding something. Like, give us the full story, Yeah, we found a radioactive nest. The wasps are probably in Georgia by now, but we got a guy with a net chasing them. Something like that. If you live in or know anyone in South Carolina, tell them to lock the windows, because these bugs might be out there ready to sting you into the Hulk. A guy named Lester, and tell him he's been driving by our daughter's lemonade stand in the neighborhood, and we want him to come by and, help out, all right? Buy some lemonade, for crying out loud. It's another Prospector prank call.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling for Lester.
Yeah, is this him?
Yeah, hi, this is Rick. I live just down the street from you there on Maple Street.
Uh-huh.
You drive a gray Maxima, right?
That's correct.
All right, listen, just real quick, I'd appreciate if you can help me out here. You come home around 5 o'clock every day. You drive right by our place, and I was wondering, I'll just put it straight. You haven't stopped by our house one time.
Excuse me?
Have I done something to irritate you?
No.
Okay, well, my daughter's out there with her friends selling lemonade every day, and you drive right by without even stopping. You don't honk, you don't wave. You're the only person on the street who hasn't stopped.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I just drove right by. I didn't even see you guys.
You didn't see us once? I mean, we're out there every single day this week. It's like the 5th day you've driven by. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You haven't seen us once?
No, I'm sorry. I haven't acknowledged your lemonade stand.
Well, okay, yesterday we waved, and you looked right at us, and you kept driving.
I don't think that was me.
Why do you say that? All right, look,
I would have noticed.
If there's an issue, I totally understand. Like if you had a lemon allergy, like are you allergic to lemons?
No, I'm not allergic to lemons.
Okay, is this funny? Because it sounds like you're laughing about it.
No, it's just funny that you're trying to confront me over a lemonade stand.
Why is that funny? I got a daughter, and I'm trying to convince her, look, if you have a dream, you go for it, you work for it, and you're killing it, man.
It's just
it wouldn't hurt if you could just stop buying some lemonade. Can we make that deal?
Yes. Fine. I mean, if I see you guys, then I'll pull over next time.
Come on, like you haven't seen us, right? Look, if you're in a hurry, that's fine, but don't sit there and pretend like you don't see us.
I haven't seen you guys. You guys saying that
you did see us yesterday. We were waving. You drove right by, looking at us, and I'll be honest with you.
I don't think that was me.
Really?
Just taking the car.
Well, you don't have a daughter because you don't understand the disappointment. A young girl trying to make her way in the world, and you're crushing her dream with your negligence.
Yes, unfortunately, right. I don't have a daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't mean that I'm just neglecting you guys' lemonade stand.
Well, when you drive by and look at us and pretend like you haven't seen, look, just don't play games, man. Just tell me you're busy. I'm fine. I'm not your boss. It's not like I'm going to fire you.
I'm busy.
Oh, you're busy. Oh, okay. I'm too busy. Too busy. You can't stop and get some lemonade? Come on, dude. You can do it.
I'll stop and get some lemonade.
Thank you. When can we expect you to stop by?
Man. Like I said, I have a busy schedule.
Exactly. Yeah. It's real funny, isn't it?
No, I think this is hilarious, man. You're calling one of your neighbors to tell them to forcibly go buy a lemonade from your child's lemonade stand.
Yes. You're the only neighbor that hasn't stopped. When can we expect you to buy some lemonade? That's all I'm asking.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Great. What time?
Let's do 3 o'clock.
Okay, 3 o'clock. Between 3 and 4, you promise you're going to buy some lemonade?
I promise I'll buy some lemonade.
I also want you to apologize for my daughter for driving right by yesterday. Do you understand?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Look, you say, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I was an idiot. I wasn't paying attention, and I kept driving by.
Hold on. I'm not going to apologize and say that I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
No,
now, look,
come on.
That's what this is about, really, okay?
Like I said,
how about this? Can you just say, hey, I was on the radio, and they were doing a prank call on me, and I didn't even know it.
On the radio, they were doing a prank call on me, and I didn't even know it?
Yes. A Prospector prank call.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I was about to go buy lemonade tomorrow, man. I can't believe I'm
there's no lemonade stand, man. There's no lemonade, no.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's Prospector. You're on Rock 107 right now, man. And you're being a real good sport, Lester. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, my gosh. Freaking lemonade.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
An elementary school in Arizona welcomed kids back this week. Wow, that seems early. They had some help from a tortoise named Bowser, like the Super Mario character. The Sierra Vista Police Department recently made the tortoise an honorary cop, and they brought him into the school to inject some fun into the kids' first day back.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. We all have a set of guiding principles. The preconceptions and generalizations regarding fundamental issues of one's life and of the entire world. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, we tend never to abandon our beliefs. These are things Prospector believes on Rock 107.
After taxes, no one who won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was actually a millionaire. The last person alive will not have a funeral. As electric cars slowly take over the industry, living by a freeway won't be as annoying as it is now.
Well, now we know the reason he turned out the way he did. That was Things Prospector Believes on Rock 107.
You can call this petty revenge. You can call it just desserts. I just give it a chef's kiss. This is wonderful. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. There's a woman in Ohio named Tia McCreary. And Tia went to a dealership to buy a car, Taylor Kia, February of last year, and she bought a 2022 Kia K5. Now, the dealership, Taylor Kia, helped her finance it through a lending company, and Tia was pre-approved for a loan. But a month later, that company decided they didn't want to finalize the loan, so the dealership went out and repossessed the car while Tia was at work. Come on, man. You pre-approved her. You let her drive off the lot. You don't get to sneak in like a ninja and take her car a month later while she's making copies at the office. That's not a business deal. That's a heist. Figure out another way. Call her. Tell her to bring it back. Something. She was not amused and found a way to get some revenge. While Tia was looking into her legal options, she discovered that the car dealership had failed to renew the registration of their business name, Taylor Kia of Lima. Forgot. These clowns have been using Taylor Kia of Lima since 2012, and they just let it lapse, like an expired membership to Planet Fitness or something. So Tia registered the name under her own name. She sent the dealership then a cease and desist letter telling them they are no longer allowed to use the name Taylor Kia because it was now registered to her. And the dealership, they're losing their minds. They're like, wait, what do you mean, our name? We've been Taylor Kia forever. Well, not anymore, pal. Check the paperwork. That's the kind of revenge that makes you want to just stand up and clap like you're at a rock concert. Like, yeah, you do it. So the dealership has sued her. The case still tied up in the courts, but the most significant ruling so far, that's gone Tia's way. The dealership claimed that this was all subject to arbitration since the contract for her car sale mandated that disputes be handled through arbitration. But a court said the name thing was not part of the car sale. It's not covered by the sales agreement, and it gets to go through the courts. So she has at least succeeded at being a major thorn in their side. Now, no matter how this turns out, I think it's kind of badass to see someone getting revenge like this. Even if there was some legitimacy to the loan being rejected for whatever reason, it all went down in a bad way. I hope she wins enough money to go buy a car outright at another dealership. The next hearing in the case is set for the 18th of August. And this, in my opinion, this is about sticking it to the man. You know how many people get screwed by dealerships every day? They pull this pre-approved nonsense, and then they yank the rug out from under you. And Tia's like, not today, pal. She's out there fighting the good fight. And I'm just hoping she gets to keep the name Taylor Kia forever.
The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouth yambag at rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. The absolute travesty that is coffee shops who can't seem to put a coffee lid on a cup properly. I mean, come on. It's a seemingly simple task here. A task that involves two components, a cup and a lid. How hard can it be to ensure that they made up, like two lovebirds on Valentine's Day? But no, apparently for some coffee shops, it's like a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. You'd think they're conducting some kind of super secret science experiment every time they try to fit a lid on a cup. I've seen it all. Lids placed sideways, lids squeezed on with the grace of a gorilla, lids hovering on the brink of detachment like they're auditioning for a role in a suspense thriller, and every single time, the smiling person behind the counter hands me this, and all I'm thinking is, it's a time bomb! I mean, we're living in an era where rockets can land themselves back on Earth, where cars can drive themselves, where you can order a pizza with a couple of taps on your phone, and yet coffee shops can't consistently slap a lid on a cup without inducing heart palpitations in their loyal patrons. Picture this. You're cruising down the Sansui or the Casey Highway. Rock 107 cranked up. You're smiling. You're enjoying your day. And then it happens. You reach for that cup of liquid gold. And suddenly, boom, your car's interior turns into a Jackson Pollock masterpiece. A coffee splatter art exhibit that's more avant-garde than a punk rock band at a black tie affair. And let's not forget the ensuing mayhem, too. Napkins futilely pressed into service as makeshift mops. Futile attempts to clean your steering wheel while navigating traffic. And, of course, that expensive cell phone that you store in your other cup holder, now sitting, soaking in what's become Lake Cappuccino, all while your coffee daydreams turn into a sticky mess of bitter disappointment. Coffee shops, hear me loud and clear. It's time to step up your lid game. We demand lids that lock in place, sealing in that glorious elixir and shielding us from coffee catastrophes as we drive. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man!
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag #IFoundProspector and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107. Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Everyone knows the dangers of tanning beds, but this guy has got bigger problems than UV rays. A 25-year-old man in Florida named Henry Avardo was at a Planet Fitness when they announced that they were closing. For some reason, that sent Henry into a frenzy where he stripped off his clothing, ran naked through the gym, crawled into the ceiling, knocked down several tiles throughout the building, and tried to start a fire in the bathroom. The gym called the cops, and when they showed up, they found Henry hiding inside a tanning bed and arrested him. And yeah, he was still naked. Henry was charged with indecent exposure, arson, criminal mischief, and providing false information to law enforcement. It's still unclear what set him off or if he had any substances in his system.
Nominee number 2.
There's a lot of pervy stuff that wharf people try to get away with in public. But here's one that may not be on your watch list. Police in Burbank, California have arrested a serial butt sniffer. 38-year-old Khalees Crowder was cuffed last week after he was caught loitering in the women's department of a nearby Nordstrom rack. He was caught on camera awkwardly following a female customer around and inappropriately sniffing her buttocks. Khalees was on parole and has a documented history of similar arrests for similar crimes. He even went viral before after being caught sniffing a woman's rear end at a Barnes & Noble in 2023. Khalees has a long criminal record for burglary, robbery, and indecent exposure. Investigators are looking for additional butt-sniffing victims in hopes of building a bigger case to keep this creep off the streets.
Nominee number 3.
In a bold but poorly planned heist, 2 suspects entered a Walgreens and made off with $400 worth of alcohol. Their choice of the getaway vehicle is the issue, a brown scooter. The pair didn't get far before police caught up with them. Authorities reported the theft occurred on July 24th, and the suspects were taken into custody shortly after their attempted escape. The incident's drawn attention for the unconventional choice of a scooter as their means of fleeing the scene. Police have not released the names of the suspects, and the investigation is ongoing to determine if they're linked to other local thefts.
Nominee number 4.
I don't know if you've realized this, but some people blame Jesus for telling them to do horrible things when they are the evil ones. A pastor from Denver named Eli Regaldo and his wife Caitlin have been accused of running a cryptocurrency scam where they've solicited $3.4 million from friends and associates to buy something called index coin. The crypto has zero value and the investors lost all their money. Instead, the Regaldo used most of the money on personal expenses, including a home renovation, airline tickets, motel rooms, and luxury retail purchases. They targeted Christian investors and told them to have faith that their investment in index coin would lead to abundance and blessings. And when asked why they did it, the Regaldos said the Lord told them to do it.
And the winner is
the naked man who hid in a tanning bed after trying to set fire to a gym. You are the Yam Bag of the Week. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.